Welcome to this month's spotlight on NVBDC, which is the National Veteran Business Development Council, which you can find at nvbdc.org. I am Jim Fausone with Veterans Radio, and we're happy to have with us today Michael K. Jackson to talk about the Export-Import Bank. Michael, welcome to Veterans Radio.
Jim, thank you for having me. Wonderful to be here.
Well, you're an Air Force veteran, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But as I said earlier in talking to you, I said, geez, I don't know a lot about the Export-Import Bank and how it might be of value to veteran business owners. So let's start there. Tell us about the Export-Import Bank.
Sure. And I'll just say that, we at EXIM, we get that all the time. We say oftentimes we're the best kept secret. We're trying to change that, though. Which I can't say the same for my name, right? But so EXIM Bank, we are actually a federal government agency. So I always say that, we have bank in our name, but we're not a bank. We're actually a federal government agency, and we are the official export credit agency of the United States government. And our mission is to support U.S. businesses as they do business globally and helping them grow jobs and thus grow the U.S. economy.
And let's back up because you used an important word that I think needs some further clarification, and that is you're a credit agency. So tell us what that means for business owners.
So yes, the official export credit agency of the United States government. So what we do, we have a number of programs, and I happen to work out of EXIM Bank's headquarters in Washington, D.C. The way we're structured, we have regional offices, about 12 regional offices around the country. And I work in a specialized office out of headquarters that's housed in the Office of Small Business called the Minority and Women-Owned Business Group. And there are specific programs. So EXIM Bank, assists companies of all sizes, but our specific mission in our team is focused on providing assistance to women, minority, and in this case, veteran-owned businesses. And there are two specific programs that we have available to assist veteran-owned businesses to export their products and services in the overseas markets. And that goes to, the credit agency. So we provide the two main programs are our working capital guarantee, where if anyone listening is familiar with SBA lending, or even your VA home loan, we as a government are providing a guarantee on a loan made by a U.S. bank to provide funds for U.S. exporters, in this case, veteran-owned businesses, to export their products and services in the overseas markets. That goes to my point in terms of us not being a bank, but we actually work hand in hand with commercial lenders who are the ones responsible for actually making the loans to help businesses, veteran-owned businesses, get the funds, access to capital to export their products. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is what we call export credit insurance. That's our bread and butter. That's most of what we do on the small business side. We provide export credit insurance, which effectively is protection against non-payment by a foreign buyer, either due to commercial risks or political risks. So this insurance, much like your car insurance or your house insurance, it provides a level of protection such that should something happen, for example, on the commercial side, I always say you might be doing business with a solid company in a rough neck of the woods around the globe. Something happens politically, war, insurrection, and you can't get paid. That EXIM Bank credit insurance policy covers you in typically up to 95% on political risk. Similarly, you may be doing business, say in a Eurozone country, right? Completely politically safe, but that company that you're doing business with, say for example, they go bankrupt, right? They go belly up, they can't pay you. Instead of losing that entire deal. If you have export credit insurance, EXIM's export credit insurance in place, then similar to the political side, on the commercial side, you're protected up to 95%. So we say that we allow, veteran-owned business owners to sleep easy at night, knowing that with that policy in place, should something happen with that international transaction, you're protected. We're removing most of the risk out of the equation, Jim.
Like what you heard? Listen to this full episode and more on the Apple Podcasts app, Blog Talk Radio, Google Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. And now streaming on Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify.